Final update, several months have passed, everything has calmed down, including Sophie's absurd legal threats. Time for the concluding episode of the story. Sophie's lawyer tried to apply pressure, sending several increasingly hostile communications. My lawyer, bless his skeptical and methodical spirit, demolished all claims. Emotional distress? He pointed out that Sophie requested the time off. Sophie traveled with her ex. Sophie violated the zero contact with demands. If anyone experienced emotional distress, it was me. Shared property deposit / professional coffee maker? My lawyer presented copies of my bank statement showing the deposits came from my personal account, pre-relationship, and the credit card statement for the professional coffee maker, also solely mine. He politely observed that shared property typically requires genuinely joint finances, which were never established. I'm thankful for my foresight. He also highlighted that the financial loss from the deposits was a direct result of her conduct that led to the wedding's cancellation. The time of conditions, her lawyer argued. My lawyer's response was brilliant. The concept of time off apparently meant that his client could take off on vacation with another man while expecting my client to remain in ignorance. My client merely acknowledged the situation his client presented to him. Impeccable. After a particularly incisive letter from my lawyer, suggesting Sophie could be liable for my legal costs for a frivolous lawsuit, her lawyer disappeared. I learned through a mutual friend, who clearly saw through Sophie's lies, that her lawyer told her she had no case and risked covering my expenses. The fallout for Sophie was considerably severe. On Dan, predictably, once the vacation magic wore off and the truth and the broke demanding version of Sophie emerged, he took off. He wasn't interested in maintaining her lifestyle or her legal crusade. He lasted about 3 weeks after she tried to move in with him. Accommodation. She took refuge with Carmen, that blew up when Sophie expected Carmen to function as her personal bank and psychologist. Carmen eventually kicked her out. The latest I heard is that Sophie swallowed her pride and moved back in with her parents. Word is Elena is tremendously disappointed in Sophie for creating such a mess. Quite the paradox. Finances. She had to find a full-time formal job. What a tragedy. She no longer has me or the $3,800 she tried to get from me for the deposits. She's finally discovering what it means to work for her money. The professional coffee maker. The best part, though, and the most gratifying. The mutual friend says Sophie still cries over the professional coffee maker. She wanted Elena to finance a new one for her. Apparently, Elena told her to save up and buy it herself. As for me, the first few weeks were tough. I felt like a fool. Though the anger transformed into resolution. Those legal notices were exhausting, but seeing them shut down was liberating. The apartment feels like mine again. I've cleared out her chaos. Repainted it. It's much cleaner. My grandmother's ring is safe. The revenge wasn't theatrical. It was a silent, organized resistance to her manipulation. Refusing to subsidize her terrible choices. Refusing to let her make me the bad guy. She wanted time and zero communication. Perfect. Forever. She flaunted herself with her ex. She faced those repercussions without me. Feeling entitled to my money, apartment, ring, even my coffee maker after betraying me. Never watching her arrogance crash against the wall of repercussions was the real prize. She genuinely thought she could have it all, pass me the bill, and make me meekly await her hysterical protest that I didn't comply with her conditions for a time off that she used to cheat on me. It still amazes me. I've had no communication with her or her family since the lawyers settled it.